And this is just going to be a brief video tutorial for IELTS candidates on opinion vocabulary for the speaking paper. The first point I want to make to you is we need variety. One of the keys in the speaking paper in the vocabulary is, do you have range of vocabulary? Range means different words. Now, you may be asked to talk about marriages, for instance, so you need different words for marriages: wedding, bride, bridegroom, etc. Now that's important vocabulary to have, the topic vocabulary. But it's only useful if in the exam you get asked about weddings. There is another form of vocabulary you need in the IELTS exam. And for me, this is perhaps more important because you're going to use it no matter what the question is. It's a functional vocabulary. Functional vocabulary can be vocabulary to explain things, vocabulary to give examples, or what I'm looking at here, vocabulary to give opinions. And you know, it doesn't matter if it's part 1, part 2, or part 3, you are going to give opinions all the time. And there's a fairly common mistake candidates make here. They stop at this word here, or this phrase here in the middle, I think. It is, of course, the most common word we have in English for this idea. But have a look here in the red, yellow, green, blue. Lots of different alternatives, and in fact, these are just some of them. And what I want to do is just demonstrate some of the alternatives we've got. Let me click on the box here, I think. Now, we've got 4 possibilities here. I'm sure. Now, this is good because I'm sure is slightly different. It's a strong opinion. Green, we have I suppose. This is good. It's not just a different word for I think, but you're saying something different. You're saying, it's a weak opinion. I don't quite know. In the pink, down here, we have in my opinion. This is saying, or putting the emphasis on the fact that it's personal, that it's my opinion. Again, we're saying something different. It's not just different words, it's different words with a purpose. And the yellow down here is slightly different. This is grammatically different. This is words like perhaps, adverbs, which if you think about it, show an opinion. If you say perhaps, we're giving an opinion. We're not sure, it's a weak opinion. Now, let's have a look at the alternatives. I'm sure, I'm convinced, or I'm absolutely convinced. I suppose. We've got different choices here. I guess, I reckon, I imagine. In my opinion, we've got alternatives. If you ask me, as I see it, personally speaking, I'd say, I like that one, really good one, I'd say. Contracted, I would say, no, I'd say. And then down here, the yellow, if I can scroll down, here we go, we got perhaps, maybe, of course, and probably. Now, we've got quite a few words there. I'm going to guess there's about 15 words. Do you need all 15? Maybe not. What I'm going to suggest is this. You choose the words which you feel good with. Different people are different. The words I use, now here, let's take one here, reckon. That's a word I like. It's a good idiomatic word. Maybe not a phrase you've heard before. You may not like it. That's not a problem. If you don't like that, go for I suppose or I guess. And the point here is different people use different words. It's called your idiolect. And the suggestion is you choose the words you feel comfortable with. And then you need to practice. And this is important. These words have to be natural to you, automatic words, words you use without thinking about it. If you have to concentrate on using these words in the exam, it's really too late. You don't want to do that. You want to practice before the exam so these words are natural. And the one way I suggest you do that is simply this. Don't say I think. If you're doing an opinion activity, say, okay, I'm not going to say I think, I'm going to say something different. Okay, that's that for now. If you're interested, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post this video and a download link on my website for you to take these words and practice them. Good luck.